Welcome to Electronic Arts Tiburon.
It looks much more spectacular than just, a regular football game.
We're creating something totally unique, totally fun, but it's something that exists in the imagination of everyone who's ever picked up football and played.
And by the time they get done, what they're saying is, wow, this is a completely different type of football game, and that's what we wanted to hear from the very beginning.
First down!
Oh yeah, it's time.
He doesn't have the skills, so he's not playing anymore.
It hurts, sometimes it hurts.
I've never used that. Your mom is gonna be...
You think what you have is what you have, but you ain't got nothing. I don't even know what that means.
It's like I'm getting crazy!
Oh my God.
It's really a very different type of game. It is a football game at its core, but it's nothing like any of the more traditional football games that are out there. So the focus is on not only doing something, but doing it well and doing it with style, doing it with flair. So you don't just pitch the ball, you pitch the ball cool. You don't just juke somebody, you want to juke them so bad that that they remember it. I mean, that's kind of what it's all about.
The gameplay. There's nothing more exciting than every time I pick up the controller to show someone something new. I can't put it down until I finish the game, and then I have to stop myself from playing another game. So I think it's going to have the same effect on a lot of people. The gameplay is just exciting, it's fun, it's hard to put down. I think it's something completely different that people are really going to like.
What excites me about NFL Street is the control the user has over the game. From passing, to running, to tackling, to intercepting passes, defensive line moves, they control their style on their passes, on their pitches. As they run down the field, it's up to the user. They decide who wins the games. Hit the style button. Show your stuff.
What we're building here is something else entirely. It's representing sort of football in our heads. Football the way we like to see it. Football the way players would like to be able to play it if they didn't have to worry about getting banged up without helmets and stuff like that. So it's a little bit of a fantasy element there, and I think it's just so cool that people are going to be able to finally play the game this way, and that's just awesome to be able to finally bring what's been in our heads and in our hearts for years, to the video game so that people can actually share that vision with us.
Yeah!
Hey, I'm one of the animators here, and I was going to walk you through our process of animation here at Tiburon for the new NFL Street product. We wanted to have pseudo-realistic motions, but traditional motion capture just was a little too boring. We wanted something a little more superhuman, hyper-realistic, hard-hitting, exaggerated type of motions. This is an actual original mocap file. The guy's basically just knocking him down on the ground, but for purposes of our game, we wanted this guy to really look like he was laying into him. Hits like this is what sets our game apart from everything else out there right now.
I am not from this world.
I pity the fool.
Since it's a game of extremes, we decided to push the body types into just three main shapes of the muscular, the thin, and the heavy. This is how you see the game about 90% of the time. So it was real important for us to be able to see the different body shapes from far away. When production first came to the character modeling team, one of the things that they really wanted to push was lots of different clothing and equipment. So one of the biggest challenges we had on the character modeling team was to make sure that animations worked for all three body types and that they deformed well. Anything else?
Okay. That's a good start. Every environment has its own unique personality, which is just something that you don't really get to see very often in a sports product. The best way to think of it is we're going to play pickup games in unique, fun places where you wouldn't normally see football. In a sand lot in the middle of the New York Bronx. Or you might play on the beach where you've got like a waterfall on the sideline where it's just these beautiful areas. Or you might be playing in the middle of, who knows, junkyard. It's been really fun for us to try to define these individual personalities and definite moods for every environment so that we could have something that was a little bit more personal, I guess, to the players.
That'd be actually really cool.
I'm one of the animators on NFL Street. We're doing some really cool animations this year called scriptable animations.
Here I come!
So basically, scriptable animations are the animations that play before the game and after the game, and also during the game, such as after touchdowns, after big plays like sacks and first downs.
This way, baby, this way!
We get to get in really close and show off the personalities of our players.
Tasty!
It's been a lot of fun working on these animations because we have full control over what's happening on screen. We get to do the body animations. We also get to do lip sync facial animations. We also do the camera motion, so we get to keyframe the motion of the camera. We get to choose how we want the player to be framed.
By the weed, baby, by the weed!
Now I'm gonna do my funny face.
This is where the magic happens. This is one of my creative team logos, which started off as basically just a sketch, as all these do. I just kind of doodle and basically just start tracing them out and then color them. I try and do logos that'll hopefully appeal to any of those kind of demographics. So I have kind of kiddie-looking logos for some of the younger market, cool urban logos for maybe the more trendy teenagers to young 20s.
Okay, we got
modeling the heads, texturing the heads, making them look like the players do. We project this photograph onto a 3D model, and then we start cleaning it up. So make sure that it doesn't break up in game. We add color to it to make it match the skin tones that we use in game. That's what we do.
Over! Remember that!
I work with the programmers on the team. I manage their schedules, I assign tasks, and I monitor their progress throughout development. The most important thing in terms of working with a team is the fact that you have to have good people. And I have to say that the Street Dev team and the production and the art team are some of the best people I've ever worked with in this industry. I've been doing this for 9 years.
Show 'em what you got!
I'm a programmer on NFL Street. I'm primarily responsible for getting our player models into the game. One of the things that I end up having to do an awful lot is go into game, see how our models hold up playing the various animations supplied by our animators. That's textures, that's hair, that's what they might be wearing. Check them out up close, probably closer than the players, will ever see them. Make sure they don't break. It's nice and toasty. I'm looking forward to winter. You can just curl up, nice and warm, nice and cozy. That or baked bread.
I've been working on in-game graphical effects and particle effects for most of the year. And this is a combined one particle system coming off the cliff and another particle system working on the ground to get some kick up. And we have other neat kind of things going on like bonfires. We use a lot of effects because the field itself is pretty muddy and pretty dusty in the center, so we use a lot of particles for that. The players also breathe. They have like a breath because it's cold outside, as you can tell by the snow. That's
I
pretty
hope
much
they,
the Bronx.
took some breath mints.
Yeah, otherwise it's some pretty stank Bronx.
So to get an animation in the game, what I do is I take the data from the animators.
The animation team!
And I import it into this tool.
Tool!
So what we've got here is the two players in the animation, and I can play the animation on these two models to see what it's going to look like in the game. Okay, so now that I've got it in the game, I can play it, and you can see where the wall is. Everything lines up correctly, and knocks him down and yells at him. We do some manipulation of the animation as it plays to make sure that the wall in the animation lines up with the wall in the environment. This lets us play the animations in a lot wider variety of situations.
So what do you usually do while you're waiting for the animations to export into the engine?
Depends on how busy I am. I don't know.
Since this game is less of a simulation, we've made the sounds a little bit more over the top. When somebody crashes into a wall, it just doesn't sound like somebody hitting the wall. It's explosions and train wrecks. Anthony was our first person we brought in and selected to use for player chatter for NFL Street.
We're gonna do it big.
You don't do anything, do it big.
Well, Anthony has a lot of personality, has a lot of attitude.
There I go again.
He trash talks very naturally, like he's done it before.
It don't matter what you want. This is how you gonna get it. No, y'all didn't let me go. No, you didn't. 1 billion served, and you gonna be next. That's for sure. Yeah. Let me do my dance. Take that! Yeah, baby, yeah!
When we first started making this product, we knew we needed roughly an hour of interactive music. We thought about using different artists. We knew we needed somebody very urban, very hip for NFL Street. We decided to use the Executioners, which was a fantastic choice. We flew the guys down here. They had a great time playing the demo of the game. They're big fans of the game, and they're a great mesh with the style that we're trying to portray. This is a brand new title that we got to create from, ground up, and it's been a great experience.
Let's go downstairs, play some ball. Here comes something big!
Where are we?
I don't know, some elementary school. A game of football.
Nice, Beanie! I was set juking you!
Kari, what happened there?
I had the all-pro offensive lineman on me. Couldn't make my way through. He just blew it. We'll get him next time.